The bridge is exactly the same as it was back in the 1930s. Except that it's cleaner. It looks almost new, as if it had been renovated.
Tak hledáme číslo popisné 20, jestli se nepletu. U hledání Danny Rose, nebo respektive domu, kde žila, když byla mladá, vás srdečně vítám spolu s Kate, která tady
A book
teďko...
about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later.
Která tady teďko trošku bloumá po ulicích. Snažím se prolézt veškerý zákoutí a nám nikde nic neuniklo, ale vypadá to, že tady opravdu žádná ulička není. Jo, ještě se vrátíme tady. No, pravděpodobně bude ten dům na téhle straně. To už je teď jasný.
It looks like the residents on the bridge are pretty mad at the town council.
Výzva pro obyvatele a živnostníky Vagenu. Bojujme za obnovu mlžného mostu zvenčí i zevnitř. My níže podepsaní členové výboru pro záchranu mlžného mostu tímto vyjadřujeme nesouhlas s postupy městské rady, která se snaží Vagen přebudovat v jedno velké historické muzeum. Jak toho radnice hodlá docílit? Tím, že obyvatelům poskytuje dotace výhradně na opravy exteriérů budov, aby bylo město atraktivní pro turisty a nadnárodní obchodní řetězce. Tento nespravedlivý přístup znevýhodňuje majitele všech nemovitostí, nezávislé obchůdky s tradičním zbožím a také řemeslníky žijící v této čtvrti. Proč se vůči tomuto přístupu musíme ohradit? Protože majitelé nemovitostí na mlžném mostě jsou nuceni žít a pracovat ve vnitřně schátralých a hygienicky nezpůsobilých objektech, a to i přesto, že byla městská rada opakovaně vyzvána k vyhlášení spravedlivého dotačního programu, který by pokryl také opravy interiérů. Pokud okamžitě nezasáhneme, nezbude nám všem, než se z mlžného mostu dříve či později vystěhovat. Z našich domovů zůstanou jen krásné fasády a svým způsobem prázdné skořápky a v nich bezduché krámky s lacinými čínskými suvenýry. Co musíme učinit? S cílem udržet v této čtvrti ducha naší společnosti spolu s kvalitními nezávislými obchůdky, nabízejícími původní vágenské zboží, tímto žádáme městskou radu, aby neprodleně vypsala dotační program na opravy interiérů, určený přednostně pro obyvatele Vágenu. Uvědomme si, že doposud jediný dotační program na renovaci interiéru byl pro naši čtvrť vypsán krátce po skončení druhé světové války, tedy před bezmála 60 lety. Za tu dobu většina nemovitostí schátrala do stavu, kdy je již nelze považovat za hygienicky vyhovující bytové prostory. Podpořte naši interpelaci za vypsání dotačního programu na renovaci interiéru historických budov na Mlžném mostě. Jednání magistrátu města Vágen proběhne v pondělí 21. listopadu v 10 hodin. Zabraňme společnými silami tomu, aby se z naší překrásné metropole stalo město duchů. Podepsání občané a živnostníci výboru pro záchranu Mlžného mostu. Pak jsou tady vyjmenovaný nějaký jména, který nám víceméně tady herně nic moc neříkají. Zajímáte-li se bližší informace, napište nám na blablabla a zkontraktujte paní Angelu Higelovou, což je teda předsedkyně.
There's number 20. Dana's old house. Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere. It's no longer an art gallery at any rate. Looks like it's been turned into another shop for tourists.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. On holiday in the region, Fräulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service.
I must say you have a beautiful shop, Frau Heigl.
Thank you, Fräulein. All our souvenirs are made for excellence, as we like to say here, all by local craftsmen. Were you looking for something in particular?
Well, I'm actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here before the war. I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No. My husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events. And then the neighbourhood was bombed, just after the war during the liberation. And many of the houses were damaged, including this one. They were hastily renovated after the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Wagen, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. a few months after Austria and Ostertal were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
What happened?
Well, the Brown Shadow organised riots against Vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see. Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, they left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes, and if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, there won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine. There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
So between the pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the Roses.
It's not quite like that. To be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war, here and there in the house. The successive owners didn't want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Well, I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fräulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you. I'm very sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fräulein, I have a customer.
I conjecture that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the shopkeeper, Kate Walker. How are you going to access the upper floors now?
I don't know, Oskar. By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker?
No. Každopádně jasný, že budeme muset nějak vylézt nahoru.
If I could manage to draw Frau Heigl this way, I'd be able to get through the service door and to the staircase without her noticing. But how? No, I don't think so.
It won't work.
All our gifts are handmade by craftsmen in Wagen. Made in Wagen. It's right in Frau Heigl's line of vision, too. I'm gonna have to draw her away if I want to sneak through that service door to the upper floors. More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
Sorry, but you'll have to wait your turn, Fraulein.
Jo tak, já jsem ten suvenýr nesebral. Co tam teda dám na tu poličku? No, tak to zatím vypadá, že si dáme odchod. Musíme ještě projít ulici, podívat se, co tady všude je a jaký by byly možná možnosti zkusit se tam dostat nahoru nějak jinak.
Can't leave now. There are still things to do here.
Jo, to je jasná věc. Nikam odcházet nebudem.
Can't leave now. There are still things to do here.
Výstraha před bouřkami. Všem obyvatelům Wagenu upozorňujeme vás, že dnešního večera na město udeří silná bouře, která bude zuřit v průběhu celé noci. Magistrát města Wagen doporučuje obyvatelům nevycházet z domovů, zabezpečit okenice a zrušit nebo odložit veškeré plány na pobyt ve venkovních prostranstvích. Vyhláškou magistrátu se v následujících 24 hodinách ruší organizace všech kulturních a sportovních akcí, obzvláště pak těch konaných u řeky Dombr nebo v blízkém pohoří. Magistrát města Wagen, oddělení kultury a cestovního ruchu.
Protests in the neighborhood and a big storm coming tonight. I sure wouldn't want to be in the mayor's shoes right now. Anyway, I'd better focus back on Dana.
Co asi děláme celou dobu? Soustředíme se na Danu.
In loving memory of all those who lost their lives that terrible night. Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it? Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it?
Vypadá, že tudy se projít nedá. Oskare, jak to
A
vymyslíme?
book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later.
Potřebujeme zjistit, jestli Daniny rodiče se neobjevily na seznamu obětí té oné křišťálové noci. Takže potřebujeme omejt ty sloupy, aby jsme si přečetli jména těch, kteří to nedali. Teď ještě teda přemýšlím, čím to vydrbat. U sebe nic nemáme, pak budeme muset taky odvést pozornost té obchodnice a dostat se nějak nahoru.
So this is where Dana grew up. I wonder if she'd recognize the town of her childhood today. I think she would. That is, if she's still alive. The musical square looks like it's turned into a tourist trap, whereas in the Bridge District it seems like time stood still. It's quite eerie, really. Like if the neighborhood were artificially frozen in time.
No, tady jsme nic nepřehlídli. Co teď? Zkusíme se ještě vrátit do toho krámu.
Made in Vagen.
Better try something else.
No, promluvit si s ní bude asi pasé. Nahoru se nedostaneme.
More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
Tak se teda ještě vrátíme kousek zpátky. No a ať vystoupáme nahoru, kudy chcem, tak se objevíme jenom na té zastávce. No. Jsme se poněkud zašprajcli. Ale... myslím si, že nic, s čím si neporadíme za chvíli. Jenom bude dobrý mít jistotu, že už jsme tady obešli a vydřenili úplně všechno. Čím bychom to mohli vyčistit?
I am sorry, but there is nothing I can do for you here.
Wrong one. That doesn't work.
Víc než nevyčištěný nápis mi dělá starosti, jak odlákáme pozornost té obchodnice. Protože evidentně tam nahoru musíme. Něco bych nepostřehl v tom shopu? A to asi ne.
Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere. It's no longer an art gallery at any rate. Looks like it's been turned into another shop for tourists.
Tohle znova číst nechcem, no tak kdy pak jsme co opomněli. Kromě tady meditace, která nám úplně moc nepomůže.
A book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later.
No, opravdu nechápu. No. Trochu zákys. Pak tady máme ještě toho automatona, kterýho taky nevím, proč tu je.
Must have got it wrong.
I was not conceived to perform this function, Kate Walker.
Oh, suvenýr.
One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Vaughan. Whoa! That's one shrill version of the hymn of Vaughan.
My máme věcičku, kterou odlákáme pozornost prodejkyně ho upozornějme jí na lacinou cetku, kterou tady prodává a která se rozhodně nemůže pyšnit tím, že by byla vyrobená vlastnoručně ve Wagenu. Ha! Tak, jdeme zdiskreditovat její obchod.
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir. Oh, there it is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigel's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Diana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigel won't come up.
Tak. Tajemný průzkum začíná. Rozhodně jsme někde, kde nemáme co dělat. Ale u Kate už tohleto v průběhu všech dílů Syberie není nic neobvyklého.
Dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. More stock for the shop. This is where Frau Heigel must take her breaks. In remembrance of the eternal bond between the Roses and the Zimmers. Signed, Adam Z.
No vida. První vlašťovka.
This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Wagen.
Takže není úplně pravda, že by ten barák nebyl poškozený. Tak jo, tak se tady dá zacyklit v tomhle patře. jdeme o jedno vejš.
Nothing of interest in here.
Just what I needed.
No jo. Ale jak se tam dolů dostat?
A
Teda,
double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The number of rooms don't add up.
myslel jsem, aby jsme se dolů nepropadli, jak se tam podívat. Já mám pocit, že šlo jít ještě vejš. Po schodech.
A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents.
No, to je snad jasný. Tak zkusíme jít ještě o patro výš.
It's been bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of.
Takže tady už to pro nás končí. Jak se dostat do té místnosti dolů? Nevím.
Just what I needed.
No, kromě té fotky tady nic.
Nothing of interest in here.
Že bychom tady něco přehlídli.
According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north. It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. More stock for the shop. Huh. The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. That's it, Oskar. I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to that third floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Hegel, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oskar. Let's go and see.
No, dobrá tedy. Vyjdeme ven a podíváme se, co se dá dělat venku. Jak se dostat ještě vejš, protože to schodiště vejš nefunguje. Nehledě na to, že, jak jsme slyšeli, do Danina pokoje je potřeba jít schodama, které jsou zazděný. Tak, teď nás načapá.
I hope you won't hold it against me. I'm sorry I couldn't help you, Fraulein.
Tak dobrý. Bylo jí v celiku fuk, odkud jsme se vyloupli. Požární schodiště.
Oskar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
Better try something else.
So what do you think, Oskar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
Oh, of course. There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
I conjecture that you are probably right, Kate Walker.
The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase. Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows.
Indeed, Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
The ladder to the first floor is up. It's too high for me to pull down. Looks like there's a mechanism up there to lower the ladder. That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
According to my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker. And even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
Hey, are you trying to tell me something, Oskar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
Gee, thanks, Oskar. So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors, and the third floor stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
I heard you the first time, thanks.
You are welcome, Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
We'll just have to go back inside and make it to the staircase through a window.
That is not possible, Kate Walker. As I clearly recall saying, the windows are obstructed.
Well, I don't have a choice. I'll just have to make myself thin and climb up the drain pipe.
An unwise choice, Kate Walker, if you don't mind me saying so. It is highly probable that the drain pipe will not hold your weight, and no matter how thin you make yourself, even if it did, the ledge is too narrow for you to reach the staircase.
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As you're so light and slim, Oskar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the ledge for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that heavy me can take the staircase route.
I was not made to climb up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
Come on, Oskar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Because you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
Kate Walker, help! I believe I am stuck here.
Stay calm, Oskar. I'm coming.
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to... Ah!
Hang on tight, Oskar.
Oh, I am Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oskar. Hurry! Well done, Oskar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
Phew. That useless body. Now I must find another way. And climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oskar.
Oh dear, that can't be good. Oh dear. Now, Miss Pigeon. Madam Pigeon then, I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way? I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker, I'm going to need you again.
How am I supposed to get rid of that pigeon?
No, I don't think so. Better try something else.
I can't throw it at the pigeon, but maybe I can use it some other way.
Made our point, I guess. Now, Maybe this body will be useful in the end.
Locked, of course.
Tak, poněkud dobrodružně jsme se dostali nahoru.
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oskar. 1,
If Hans Vorarlberg could see me now,
2,
how...
3.
Undignified! Oh my. Oh my. Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton? Really, if Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oskar. You've exceeded all expectations by far." Okay, let's try and find out what became of Dana after she left the refuge. No doubt about it. This must have been Dana's room. A part's missing.
Can't leave now.
It's from the Music Academy. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
Aha. Tak to stejně bude prozkoumávat z druhé strany.
There's something underneath. Can't reach it.
Máme Oskara, ne?
Can't be that heavy. That's better.
Když tak nad tím přemýšlím, Jun tam neovlivnila víc, než jsem si dokázala připustit. Radila mi, abych si psala upomínky. Ale už je to tady. Zajímavá upomínka. Myslím si, že bude mít co dočinění tady s tou truhlou, do které se budeme muset dostat, ale ještě si prohlídneme celý ten pokoj. Jestli tady ještě někde něco není.
The room was ransacked and pillaged. During a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away that day.
Tak už toho tady víc není.
It's blocking it.
Basový klíč. Pak něco, ptáček, oblouček, notička. Basový klíč, ptáček, úsměv, jednoduchá notička. Tak tady je ptáček jenom jeden. Tady je basových klíčů víc. Tak to nic moc teda. No má to co dočinění i s tou poznámkou, ale... Jak já zjistím? Tohle bude výzva teda. Tohle bude nejspíš takhle. Ptáček je jenom jeden. To by mohlo být takhle. Teda. Tuhle hádanku úplně nevstřebávám, nebo respektive jako tuším, ale že bych věděl, to se teda říct nedá. Jak to spárovat s tímhle? To znamená...
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Jo, výborně.
The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why.
Tak to jo, ono se na to dá mrknout z boku. Tak to musíme sestavit podle toho papíru, tak teď už to smysl dává. Kde pak máme zlatý? A. Takže zlatý je tenhle? Není. Tak je zlatý tenhle? Jo. No jasně, tady je to zlatá, takže ten by měl být asi nějak takhle. No to už vypadá líp, si myslím. Ale. 1, 2, 3, 4 nahoře, pak 2 a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 nahoře. 2 a 1. No. Ale tady už žádná notička. Kurník šuplík není. Masový klíč. Jak to vypadá teď? No, pořád to není ono. Tadyhle není zatím, ale ten zlatý má být o kus vejš. To máme asi celý špatně. Zlatý by měl být tadyhle, nahoru. Asi nějak takhle. Takhle zlatý. Basový klíč. Zkusíme tedy tenhle. Když mi připadá, že máme špatně jenom tady tu notičku. Ha! Dobrá práce.
It's blocking it.
Thing's stuck.
No sláva. Tak co tu máme? Že by deníček?
This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Baltayar. The High Plateau of Baltayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors. Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger. Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Goruns really got to him. All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag. These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp. No chance of me venturing into the mountain without that. I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back. The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition. It's tough not to be able to receive or give any news since leaving civilization. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it. Better get going before...
You know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you? Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
The day's only just bloody breaking.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
All right. I'm not your enemy, you know.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Leon. If we don't find a specimen of the Goron, the Brown Shadow will... Look, just go find Sauer. Please. Now!
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his.
I asked you to go up the river and find Sauer.
The mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it. Not what you'd call cute, this Gorun. Just as well they haven't found it yet. Can't have been easy for Bauer to leave his daughter just after she was born. Bauer's daughter. This medal must belong to Bauer. Bauer's daughter. I sometimes forget I'm not the only one who left behind someone dear back across the mountains. This medal must belong to Bauer. He must have left it behind when he turned in for the night. With this, I'll be able to venture out for as long as it takes to find Sour. No one here. Bauer and Jaeger must have already taken off in search of the Gorun. Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
Go and find Sour.
All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. Goethe's Faust. One of Junter's posh friends, Murnau, if I remember rightly, turned it into a film about 10 years ago. I think the poor chap's dead now, though. Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only ones who would finance his research. What a waste. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Goruns really got to him.
Look, can't you see I'm busy?
...48 1937, to by mohl být kód do tého pixely. 4. 8. 1937. Nebo 1937 jenom. Taky ne. Čtyři, 8, 37 nefungovalo. Tak to jsem si myslel, že fungovat bude. No nic, tak se zkusíme po něm teda podívat. Odejdeme. Možná, že bedna nám teďko má zůstat zapovězená. No, ještě takhle. Se podívám tady dozadu, jestli tady něco není. Vypadá to, že ne. Tak tedy jdem.
Better get going. Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountains soon, or we won't survive. Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountains soon, or we won't survive. Anyone there? Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out. One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's sour all over. One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? I'd better have a look around to find out what happened here. What on earth is that? That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation. What in God's name is that? Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a...
A go room. Yes, it's a go room.
I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path. Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you.
Tak jo. Tajemnýho Goruna zdá se, že našli. To, kvůli čemu šli za expedicí. Leon, nebo vlastně Kate právě čte dopis od Leona, který našla v Dianině opuštěném pokoji. A jak tohle to celý dopadne? Jestli se dostane Leon ke Gorunovi? A co se tady vlastně všechno stalo? Protože něco se tady fakt špatného stalo, kvůli čemu se Leon snad nemůže vrátit, alespoň tak to zmínil v dopise, když začala Kate číst. Tak to všechno se dozvíme v dalším let's play.